Hello, folks, and welcome back for another episode of Schwaaard's Journey to the legendary constellation that has yet to be named. I've been saying tower this whole time, but that's rank 3. You all have not corrected me, maybe like a royal turd muffin, but all is forgiven. Hopefully we will find out what Constellation 4 is together. So here's a quick, we're just going to get right to it. This is a slightly updated version of Blood and Honor. You could pause the video, take a look at the deck list if you want, but we are just going to go ahead and jump in because we are starting our 2-hour, marathon. And we want Blood and Honor. There we go. All right. So, yeah. So I know. I start off with a lot of thank yous in a lot of the videos, but I definitely want to thank just the type of audiences out there. It's been very encouraging. Not just to keep playing, but if I needed to be amazing, if I needed to be a deck builder like Sir Prook, or if I need to be a Karakanzul where people just... Anyway, hey, by the way, new rule, just we're going to have fun with it. If it's invade, we're going to fight invade. Who cares, right? The worst we can do is lose, which we would have done if we conceded anyway. So we're just going to play. Who cares? Who cares about invade?
Come on, then. Entertain me.
I mean, yeah, so who knows? Who knows? But we're just going to play. You know, and if you're like, oh, like the next big deck and, you know, some amazing building and awesome games and dominant games, if that was the expectation, I would be totally hosed. And I think my frustration would be more understandable because I'm not giving the audience what they want. Now, granted, I can't just phone it in, and I'm never going to. But how dare you? Starting off with blackmail. It's I'm still going to greet you, but that was very unkind. All right, we're going to start off with Capty Cap there. Wonder if they unite the houses. I haven't seen one of those in a while. I can't imagine. Well, I guess once you get... Well, okay, here's the constellation. Can we see what that is? It's the lady, I think. The lady. How ironic. That a guy like me is trying to attain the lady and cannot seem to do it. There is great irony there. If you don't know me, I've never dated. I've been on dates, but never actually, I would say, dated, you know, like meaning more than once. Well, more than twice. I've gone on a,
I'm ready for anything. You're going down.
I've gone a prophecy, first rune prophecy. What you gonna do? I'm not actually even mad at that one. I'm not mad at that one at all. You gotta use a javelin on that poor thing. Yoicks. Yeah, this is... I mean, maybe they did what I would do, which is once you get to the next tier, you just go, hey...
Close ranks, let nothing through.
Yeah. Once you get to the next tier, you're just like, all right, screw it, I'm just going to do whatever. This seems to be a Unite deck. That just is the appearance.
This one is very...
Oof. Oof. If they've got a javelin for our big fella here, we are in troubles. But hopefully, they burn the javelin on the little guy. Because if this thing goes off, we're done for, y'all. I mean, getting 4 is bad enough, but if he goes away, that's a nice premium though. Look at that. I think I gotta say the little mohawk thing, it really decreases the ferocity. Like, it looks amazing, and it's got this little, like, you just pinch the hair up kind of thing. It's like, I try to do my hair. I'm a feisty feline, and I've got my little hairdo. It really just kind of undercuts, but it doesn't look like they've got either that or they're just going through their vast hand and trying to find the answer.
You underestimate.
Okay, well, still dies, but heals quite a bit and draws even more cards. And we don't really have... Interesting, too, that they would... I think... that's a bummer for them because that would have been one of their... Yeah, this is definitely a unite the houses. All right, we got this guy here.
Ready to die.
But I mean, they either got it this turn. I don't know, because you got to unite cost 3. I think they're just kind of screwed. Yeah.
A hard-fought victory. A hard-fought victory.
Blood and honor.
Yeah. But, you know, like I said, if I get to tier 4, now it's like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to be able to climb the entire, like, to another rank the next, you know, the next minute. So you're just kind of like, all right, I'm just going to play a fun deck. I feel like that's a celebratory deck right there. There's no way they climbed with that. No way, Jose. Which is good, because for the way we were drawn, if we were playing a straight up opponent, like, it wouldn't have. And maybe, hopefully, they'll all be like that. Maybe everybody busted their butt yesterday to climb the ranks, and everybody's just like chilling today and like laughing and joking and slapping each other in the back and like, hey man, good job, way to get there, you're awesome. Not this guy though. No, Cat's Paw Preacher is in the same boat we are, so we can expect the fighting to be fierce and frantic. Yeah, we can expect a fight, and I kind of expect the lethal thingy blooper. Use your words, Jesse. What do you call that? The slay. You know, where you're ramping up until like turn 8 so that you can, or turn 9.
I do not fear death.
Oh. Yeah.
Who dares face me?
And I don't think they can have lethal charge. They could have a bat wouldn't do it though. I don't know. Probably was not the best thing to play him in the field lane.
This one offers.
But I had a feeling it wouldn't matter. Doesn't even matter. Ooh. Is it worth preserving? Is it worth fighting for? And more importantly, well, I have to do it now. The question is, do I? Nope. Lethal needs to get off the board. That's just the rule with these guys, because you make that mistake. You think you can just leave them on the board. It's like, oh, you know, I'll let you trade into my guy. I'll get that extra 2 damage. They got a ping. They got a something. Okay. So Orcish Warhammer pushes more damage, but we need an orc on the board for our Wood Orc Headhunter. So unless they've got a snake for it, we'll be able to push for 6. Those card backs, by the way, I don't know if you've got. Ooh.
That's the key.
We gonna beef him with something?
The Night Mother will guide us.
Okay, so if I use my Wood Orc Headhunter to kill him, then but I've got to do it. I've got to do it. It's weird playing this way, but you gotta. It's like playing a weird. It's like aggro, but you're diverting all the time. No. Oh, we're so muted, but we're still on the board.
Steal from folks who ain't using it. That's the key.
You know. Ah, 6. Dag nabbit. Dag nabbit. And that would have been a perfect. You know what?
By the first
Discretion
floor.
is the better part of valor.
Sniveling coward. I'm
Look at
ready
this.
for anything. You're going down.
A little bit of this. We're getting up there in the Magicka, though, where they can start playing a lethal creature with pings on the same turn. And we could end up with a non-board.
My powers are.
Ooh, goodness gracious. I mean, the only good news is if we don't end up with a prophecy here,
Ready to die.
we've got it.
You owe Orky a debt.
I've been there.
Hard-fought victory.
I've been that when it's like you get that you manage to get the drain creature down there, the game's going to turn around and they either top deck or they have the answer they need to kill you that turn. They don't give you that chance to catch your breath. Although I will say that was not a particularly, like, there's sometimes where it's that back and forth, that constant antagonism between an aggro deck and a control or even a mid-range deck where it's, you know, they keep putting down threats, they keep fighting them, but the mid-range can't, they're trying to turn the corner, but it's like as soon as they get a guard down and think, okay, I can stabilize, I can afford to play a drain creature the next turn, they have a way to get through the guard, and so you have to put up another guard, and it's just like a back and forth, and it really comes down to that cusp where the aggro is running out of cards, and the mid-range is just about to be able to have enough to drop down a guard and a drain, and it just comes down to who has the cards, you know, at the right time, the right cards at the right time on that crucial pivotal play as to who wins that. So that wasn't quite the back and forth. I don't think they drew into their stuff, and I don't know if I agree with the last guy. I think I did. I hope I did.
I can take a hit that's weakening like you.
And that's the way it is for a lot of times, though. That happens on turn 4 or 5. Lepook. Where you have the battle lines are drawn, and you know they've got a force, you've got a force, and it's whoever has the mace or whoever has the look at you. Look at you. Looks like, yeah, that's the next play.
Gore and glory.
Didn't break a rune. That's kind of nice. Oh, he's a mono. I didn't even notice. Should I let him give me a card? Asking the aggro if they should. I figure if he's pure aggro, he's got to have a silence or a what do you call that? Shield breaker, something. Okay. The good news is, even though we are kind of running short on cards.
Follow me, men.
Ooh, doggone it! I want to attack your face. Why won't you let me attack your face? But I can't let that go off because you've probably got a Northwind outpost. And I die to the little critters next turn.
There's no way the hunter becomes the hunted.
Feels bad. Trying to play control as an aggro deck. Alright, you know what? Maybe I'll just let you have this one. I need the cards. Ooh, 2 of them. But here's the good news. Oh, that's not good news at all. The good news could be
I am ready to join the circle.
if we break these runes. If we do this, Burn and Pillage wipes out their whatever they play in that lane.
Come and warm yourself.
That
We stand
is
united.
actually perfect.
You owe Orky.
I mean, it's gonna hurt.
Close ranks. Let nothing through.
Kind speech. Let's split some skulls.
I am ready to join the circle.
Who dares face me? Close ranks. Let nothing through.
He's got breakthrough. Why? Oh, is he? I was like, why are you?
Taste blood.
Burn and Pillage.
The battle is yours.
And see, that's what I've tried to do. Now, Grant, I could. That's been in my deck. I have one copy of it. I might not have drawn it. Not my game plan. As soon as I had it in my hand, my game plan changed. Oh, wouldn't that have been a satisfying way to finish this out? By now you would have seen my first round where I was going against. There was two different games where I got totally hosed by, I think it's a 5 cost, maybe it's a 6 cost strength card. I think it's Trial by Fire or Trial by Flames or something, Flame Trial, I don't know, something, where it pretty much wipes out everything but the strongest creature in your lane. So it's almost like an Immolating Blast, just leaving the strongest one standing, which is perfect if you've got, you know, I think I had like 2 or 3 cards in each lane, and they were all kind of beefy, and it's like, okay, now we've knocked it down to 1 beefy card in each one, which is much easier to handle. So, but it's the unexpected, and so I think I've really that's why you'll see I've got sorry, I am getting a little cottonmouth just because I do know this is the gateway, and I'm nervous as heck.
Hail, friend.
Even though, you know, win or lose, we're just going to keep playing, but would be nice to break through, especially at this early, and then we can just have fun. I mean, oh, you caught me there. Having fun anyway, but, you know, have fun. The only way this could be better is if we had the ring. But we don't.
I have no fear of you, cowardly skeever.
Wonder what layered North Stuga is running.
I can take a pit bait weakling like
Very similar to ours, it would seem.
trolls take you.
I don't know why I thought that would actually trigger.
Face me, milk breaker.
Thought it was going to give us that one.
I smell fresh meat.
Yep, I see you there. I see it there.
I can take a pit bait weakling like
This game could come down to prophecies.
Close ranks. Let nothing through.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, we have them also. Okay. There you go.
I smell fresh meat.
Hold the line.
Oof. Yeah, Crusader with their draw. All right. So the question here. Ooh.
There is power triple you. By the first forge.
Another one. Good night. Good night.
I'm ready to join the circle. For nothing.
Good news, we got 11. We're sitting on 11. They got it. They got to address this. We're up.
I have no fear
Good compromise.
of you, cowardly skeever.
Nice try.
Good compromise.
I am ready to join the circle.
Oh, you turd muffin.
Moloch's left fang.
Oh no, that's not what I meant. Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. We did it.
They will pay the blood price. I'll rip you apart.
Nicely done.
History shall remember this day. Well played.
That probably looked a lot more impressive full screen. Maybe I'll widen it out so you can see that. Otherwise, you just see my head duck out of the air and you're like, what the heck is this guy doing? We have found the lady. Hello, lady. Hello, lady. Look at that. How far are we in? How far are we in? 20 minutes. 19 minutes. We made it. We made it. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Wow. Let that be a lesson to you. Play for fun. Okay, let me keep playing. Tell you what now, since I'm not really looking to climb out, I'm just going to start playing some other decks, just some fun decks like the other one did. We're going to go through, you're going to see all these. We've got plenty of time to just play some fun games. So we're going to go with Legacy Skeletor. This is, when I built it, I had no idea what it was. Now, I remind you, I had to cobble these together. I'm sorry, I'm just so happy. We had to cobble these. I had to cobble the list together because I didn't bother in my older videos. I didn't bother to ever show the deck list because I didn't think anybody would care. So I kind of had to piece it together off what I saw me play, but that left a lot of gaps because I didn't play that many games. So a lot of the cards that you may go, oh my gosh, really? He included those? They're in there. And then I tried to fill it in with actually good cards. You saw Doomcrag. I fell in love with that card at some point because whatever. It's the same thing with the burn and pillage, because it's the unexpected. It gives an entire lane charge, or an entire lane lethal. So, you know, you've got a 2-1 that you're sitting on, and you're, and you are, you know, they've got a guard, they've got a, you know, any guard, a beefy card,
Even more wood.
and
Well, let's see if we can find something useful.
and then suddenly your entire lane of nothing creatures suddenly has a bite to it, and they didn't see it coming because not too many people are running it. I think the only
The hist heals and
Ooh,
rejuvenates.
good night. Well, you know what? Only thing bigger than that? There's Dish. But he's still gonna pilfer. But that's what silence is made for. You've got something to beef it up, don't you?
Herbs can heal or harm.
And I started running Mummify. I was running it back in the day. I don't like. I got away from it because I don't like the decks to just play nothing but crazy removal. But we can't let that continue. Take that. Trying to keep him alive. If nothing else, I'll steel sword her up so that she's a 5 so we can do Mighty Conjuring. But it looks like they're going to have all kinds of tricks. Don't know what they're pulling. An action, obviously. That's what this Sun and Shadow does. Either way, it does not look like... Well... Gotta try to keep the 5-3 alive. The 5-1. But all it's going to take is a Firebolt. And my plan is down the drain. And I have to play a less than Mighty Conjuring or nothing at all at the moment. So... meh. But, oh yeah, but I run that in a lot of different decks. Oh, the one deck that you see Doomcrag is Doomcrag... Warrior. I don't know what the actual thing is called, but essentially you use a Doomcrag. You have a bunch of ping effects that you can pair up with it, but you also have your Nord Firebrands. And the idea is that you burn through your deck, and you have I think it's Namira or Disciple of Namira or something. It's a 3/3 that allows you to. Okay. Oh, that could mean he has a Leaf Lurker. I gotta stop saying gosh darn it. Anyway, and so the idea is that you burn through your deck, you draw, you burn through stuff. Snake. I'll curse for that. Pause for dramatic effect. Oh well, Incana will have to do. Ooh. Yeah, no,
I have many important things on my mind.
See, and I pair him with Doomcrag because he can, if I get Doomcrag down and you put him down, he can zap anything and it will kill it.
Have to do better than that.
So I just enjoy that kind of thing. But anyway, so the idea was you burn through all your cards and then you journey to Sovngarde and you...
I would protect the hist.
Yeah. No.
You've not seen my like.
And I just wanted to get back, like when I was young, earlier on, like when I didn't know what you were supposed to play and what you weren't supposed to play. Oh man!
This one was.
All right, so what I do then One there. Desperate Conjuring.
Your time has come.
Kill you. And another guard. If he's got another snake, I don't know what to do. The guy apparently just has a yard full of snaky things. Haven't seen Rise, my servant. Like bad Palpatine. Oh, nice!
Nicely done.
I always say nice to
try.
singleton decks because they're just it's such an upward climb. Ooh. She's gonna be good next turn.
By the 8th, they will meet their maker. I smell the stench.
Atromancer with a war that's gonna hit for 6.
Gotcha.
See, I guarantee you, again, third did not get there by playing singleton. One turn early. Now I know I don't got to worry about it for next turn. Oh, nice. Cure, but you have no ice storm, sir. No ice storm. Oh,
Take you.
the deuce.
Watch yourself.
So she survives. It could very well just be lethal next turn. With the other one.
Shall we put in a dishonest day's work?
Okay.
I smell the stench of the living.
Okay. I still only have 12 to work with and no rings, so... Oh my gosh. Not a mummify.
Face me, coward.
Alright, well...
Elements, I summon
I don't know if this is going to get me there or not. Maybe? I think. Yep. We did it! Yeah, okay, I don't know what the rule is anymore because when I'm going back and watching like CVH's game, by the way, I can't remember the gentleman's name, but there was somebody who asked me to do a deck or do a tutorial video, which I said I would do, and I definitely will do. But, alright, so we're going to change it up here just to keep the variety going. Just to give you a smattering. I said, I got to have a punishment every time I do that. All right, so we're going to move on to Legacy Red. This is my, well, Crusader. Oh, I said it again. My Crusader deck, but it's Control Crusader. I didn't realize it at the time, but that's what it is. It uses Unstoppable Rage and Child of Her Scene, Blood Dragon. I love Blood Dragon. That was I think I would have to be the first legendary I totally fell in love with this game. Was Blood Dragon. I got one copy of it and I just ran it and everything didn't matter because again I didn't know about archetypes. I didn't know what you were supposed to run, what you weren't. So it's a good card. Put it in every deck. It ignores guards. It's got the 5/7. I was like, this is the most amazing card in the world, and I still think it is. But you know, when you have Piercing Javelin, you have all this removal. It does. That was crushing. As, you know, for me, my little Blood Dragon. Put him down. I think he's going to do something good, and when he gets he gets turned to a mummy or he gets Piercing Javelin, and that was the only one I had. So anyway, but as I got to know more, oh, that's actually not too bad. None of that's bad.
Hail,
I mean, if
friend.
he's aggro, which in these colors I just don't expect an aggro deck, which could be to my detriment. There's my Blood Dragon. But as I got more familiar with what the
We press on.
mechanics were and what the proper builds were, and I realized the dragon is too slow for an aggro deck. And I without even realizing I was making aggro decks, I would start playing him and I'd realize, man, he takes forever to
Tests
get
us.
Really, huh? Your Nord's against mine. He's probably got like a Skaven or something.
Come and warm yourself. Let's do this. Talos.
I'm going to use Crusader's Assault in the next one. Or play Blood
I
Dragon.
can the sharpest looking lawn in
Ooh,
these
that is an
isles.
Earthbone Spinner target
Time to
if I ever
fight.
did see one. Can't be silenced. Well, what do you know about that? Well, I'll tell you what I know about it. I know she sees you, Mr. Hiding in the shadows. And I'll just let you stay on the board. Come on, let me play Blood Dragon. So I just realized organically, without getting to know anything about, or without knowing much about the game, I just realized Blood Dragon is not. Wow. I don't see that very often. Okay, what? Yeah, I think we're just gonna run Blood. Fun. Fun, 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 fun. That's not nice. Break that rune, son.
Fires of all we.
So I'm thinking Northwind Outpost and Crusader's Assault next.
Come and
Hopefully I
warm
did the math right
yourself.
there. Seems like it's a 3 plus 5 plus 2 is 5 and
Fires of all we.
we have a 7/7 Blood Dragon ready to smite.
Time to fight.
I could use a little help here. I could use a little help here.
This is reminding me of like a Sir Proot deck.
Attack.
Yeah, I mean, silence is really our only removal. Oh no, you know what? I've got a big old Blood Dragon. Oh, who's been shackled? Whale. That's only 5. That's 8. That's the 5th. Oh no, wait, duh. Forgot my Northwind Outpost.
Skeever in the snow. Sovngarde awaits.
You guys get your pants back. Prook had something. I don't even know what the heck it was. It was something like this, and he was just able to make it go off. I don't know. Oh, really? Really? You run cards that don't let people get silenced, and then you think you can just silence
I could
me?
use a little help here.
The hypocrisy.
I am a mostly
My word, the
clothed
hypocrisy.
warrior.
The good news is they're pretty much out of cards. We're almost out of life, but they're pretty much out of cards. Boy, I have been sitting on silence.
I am a mostly clothed warrior.
By Arthur's beard, stay back. I only need one shot.
And that's a good thing about these beefy decks. Or the playing control, you can, or not control, but like the mid-range, you can quickly turn from being defensive to having all kinds of offensive stuff. Unless he's got the mace.
I am a mostly clothed warrior.
I might be able to avoid the last rune, but I'm not going to worry about it. You know, I'm just gonna say it. So classically, if you go back and watch, let me rewind now. So the gentleman asking me to do a tutorial video, like I said, I'm more than happy to do it. I'll try to put something together and make it as concise as possible. I don't know that I'll actually script it out, but I probably should. All right, next is Legacy Onslaught. Now, to be fair, I did not have Tiny Dragon at the time, so it's not in this deck, but this is a Vampire Doomcrag ping with your archers deck. So in the next installment, I didn't think about it. I was, having my best thoughts in the bathroom again. I was like, oh crap, I forgot Tiny Dragon. It's like the perfect include here. Gypsy 67. I know I've played you before. This is a movement monk, if I am not mistaken. Oh, I forgot to plug in the power. That could have stunk. All of a sudden, the iPad just craps out on me. So this one, it probably looks a lot like the other one, just if for no other reason than I only had so many cards. And I used a lot of the same mechanics. Yep. But luckily, we've got an answer for that that particular little blight on humanity. You wouldn't think that's a big deal, but in these decks, and people who know how to run them, that little thing will wreck you in the worst way possible. Okay.
Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
That's the other thing. We've got like imbued Minotaur and this guy here, the Mammoth. You pair that with a turn 12 Unstoppable Rage.
Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
We must protect our stronghold.
Don't like you. Start playing their little kitties.
Let's knock some heads.
Wow. Yep. Yep. Ooh, one turn off. You see? You see what that would have done if we could have put him there? The little 2 would have knocked that guy out. But instead, I'll be deploying Blood Dragon. Oops.
Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
Might eat a javelin here. Totally fine. Bye, Blood Dragon. I've got more of you in the deck because I now actually have more lethal stuffs. All right, we're gonna save him for a turn where it is more.
They're in my sights.
Better. Instead, unless he has, I don't think this deck would run the Dawn's Wrath, and they can't do it on this turn anyway. Arguably, I should have played him. Well, no, because see, like pairing them together on turn 11, that wipes out an entire lane on turn 11. So you might not get to see the cool part of it, but I've got a lot of those. I've got the 1/1 ping, yeah, I've got just different stuff. So it's. Well, this actually will work. See, this is what I mean. You do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You never see it coming. Doomcray for the win. What are we at next? Let's do expertise. It is what it sounds like, expertise. Gentlemen, cannot remember your name either. Unfortunately, I'm making a list. I'll add you to it, especially if I see you more often. But it said, hey, do you get anything against three attribute decks? And I realized I had not put anything together. Granted, I've only done how many of these videos? Like 6 or 7. So it could be a while to get to them. But I assured him I had several 3-tier decks, or three attribute decks. But I think one of the big things is there needs to be a good synergy there. Like just having 3, just for the sake of it, you can. I mean, especially if you're doing like a singleton deck. Okay, that looks all right.
Hail, friend.
Now, see, I feel there's a part of me that wants to let this guy win just because he's climbing. He's trying to climb right now. I'm guessing he's going to trade with this. He shouldn't, or he should, but he probably won't if he's aggro. That's one way to do it.
5 and 8.
So yeah, so I am playing 3 attribute decks. Let me get back to what I was saying before about the tutorial. CVH, it's CVH dash something. Oh man, you are really doing a lot for this one.
The Harbinger.
The Fighters Guild stands ever ready.
Don't want it to snowball.
protect the Harbinger. I'm ready to join the circle.
The douchnik seems like the smart play. It's the most magic efficient.
We must protect our stronghold.
I'm not gonna pin face with that. I'm trying to remember. Oh, this is expertise. I'm supposed to be doing expertise stuff. Where are my expertise cards? You know, it's pretty bad when you forget what the purpose of the deck is, or what the deck is trying to do. Sorry. And notice I didn't emote sorry because I'm not genuinely sorry. Otherwise, I would have put it back in my hand.
They're in my
kind of feel
sights.
bad.
The 9 inspires.
This is maybe a concede. They played a lot of. They may have more silence. I mean, for an aggro deck.
You are the victor.
Like I said, I feel kind of bad because you know what today is, and people are pushing. But I got to say though, rank 6 is probably not going to make the push to 4. I'm not trying to justify it. I also can't throw the game. We actually may climb out of the lady. Who knows? Got to find a better way to phrase that. Alright, so you're not really getting to see necessarily the decks do anything, but I'm just trying to give you a smattering of different stuffs here. Let's see, Tryhard. Here we go. This is, what is it? Tribunal, hence the try, and it's Exalt. So I love the Exalt mechanic. I've only managed to do it once, but I did it where I got Alma Alexi exalted, which I think she ends up as a 12-12 or a 10-10, something really beefy, and she's pretty much invulnerable unless you silence her, I think. Or I guess you can target with actions, but you can't actually hurt her, and anything else that's exalted also gets the buff. I never play this card, but I figured I'd put it in here just for laughs, just in case it happens to come up. Oh, this guy. We played him before. This is the Goblin guy. This is the Goblin guy. Leo Zoro, this might be the guy that you've been playing. I'm 99% sure this is Goblins. Yeah, let me greet him.
Hail, friend.
Yeah.
I seek the poet god's wisdom.
In theory, I should be waiting to exalt that, but I know a 2-1. If this is the Goblin thing, the Goblin where they're doing all their little pings and curses, the 2-1's gonna die right off the jump. You're unpredictable. And see, and that's why I'm running this guy. Well, one of the reasons. If I exalt him at 6, he can't be targeted by that nonsense.
Vivek, guide my blade.
Yeah. I'll just wait. Because I don't want him to be targeted. Those are fun. Ooh, 2 of them.
3 gods, 1 true faith. Never sleeps.
Can't curse him, buddy. Can't curse him. I guess you can do that, though. We are definitely going to want this off the board. That's what enables him to do all his shenanigans later on. It would be nice to win this one, but Goblins are they're a good little deck. And if he's got another shear point, he does use those to maximum efficacy.
1 true faith. Never sleeps.
Keep those curses in your hands, son. Okay, well. He's gonna get it somehow. And I think we've actually got enough to play 2 different cards, although he still has his curses. What to do, what to do, what to do. Yeah, let's make him burn the curses.
We'll never give ground.
It's a good deck. I think it's better than it should be. It's better than it has any right to be, based on what it is. I remember playing this. This would And I think Leo Zaro, you said this is what... Oh, that's new. I never saw him play when I've played these guys before. Curse, curse, curse,
You're
curse. I thought about running Ice Storm in this deck, and I really should have, because it would wipe the board. What else would wipe the board? Well. Oh no, I don't have the ring! Oh, I totally want to do, what's her face? Let's see here. Well. Let's do that. Let's take 6 off the board and do nothing else for our turn. It's gonna be a grind down. This is like I said, I don't think the deck should function this well. I'm not sure. Oh, he's gonna curse it anyway. The guy just has like a never-ending stream of curses. It's crazy. Again, bear in mind, for anybody trying to beat this, let's see. 6, well, I kind of have to do that now. 4 and 4, no, I got nothing.
Khajiit will keep you safe.
I don't know if he still has a potion or not.
Watch yourself.
Well, he's going to generate one here. So it just depends if he's got another sheer point in his hand. Like I said, I think we've lost him. We haven't made a dent. This is an obnoxious deck. But hey, it's fair square. It's not broken. You have to the fingers of the mountain, a bunch of guards, fingers of the mountains to put it off, and Ice Storm. And this guy's history. I just don't think there's enough control decks out there. This guy's just getting away with shenanigans because there is no control. Yeah. The only thing that could have saved us was what was it? What do you call it? Something. It's the 4-cost 2/2 you exalt, and it gives every creature, it buffs them up by 1, it gives them guard, and it gives 1 creature drain. We didn't have anything on the board though, so it wouldn't have mattered. Alright, so Try Hard was a big fail, but it was against a deck like you have to be you have to be a designated control deck to beat that guy. He would get his butt kicked. If you just ran control, Ice Storms, Fingers of the Mountain, for mass effect, he's done. But then you're stuck playing a control deck for however long until you come across a guy, which is it really stinks to have to do that. But maybe a mid. Oh, anyway, let me get started with another game here. Big Blue, so named because most of the deck is blue. It's I'm running a few dual attribute cards, but I wanted to be able to use my ally, not a cunning ally. Is she cunning ally? Something ally. The one that creates the fireball when you trigger her. I wanted to make sure I got that trigger, and so I created a deck that's just all blue. And I got a few. There's the guy who buffs them all and gives them +1. You don't really see a whole lot of buffs in blue. I can't remember the guy's name now. Hopefully you'll see him. I think I'm running 2 copies, which may be too many, but
Hail, friend.
Yeah, the Cunning Ally. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. We're playing Lash. Oh, looks like Lash was it's probably short for Lashandra or Lashoda, but it got cut off. It's a dash. It's like my name is Lash. Oh, well, I don't want to play a harpy. Cunning Ally, generate your fireball. Whoa. She's such a fun card, but I've actually, when I tried playing the control, I never got that combo. I never had those 2 in my hand. I have no idea how they pulled it off. how these, they always do. They always have Cruel Fire Bloom and that two draw two. I guarantee you they have an Unshackle for that. Probably a Sorcerer's Negation, but you know what? You can't spend your life. Oh no, you know what?
They will meet their maker.
I don't care if you got Sorcerer's Negation. I got my value. Negate it all you want. And if you don't, I've got Assassin's Ritual, Ward, and Lethal. Oh man, that's alright.
I do not fear death.
That is okay with me. I'm just going to poke you with my Black Hand Messenger. Pow! And I'm not going to ward her up because I could still get silenced.
You must be cleansed.
See? Or yeah, like that's, I knew that was coming, so. Oh, I wish Encano could do his thing, but you know, no. Do this. You go away now. Daggerfall, you come back.
They will meet their maker.
Go ahead and hit my face. Hit me. Hit me in the face. Give me cards. Darn you. First blood.
Feel the power within you.
Alright, so...
Schwaaard take you.
All power flows from thy summer
We can get punished for this
of the three.
if he's got a silence. But YOLO, right? If it works, he's screwed. But he's got the silence, so... Unpredictable. That's alright, you burn through the removal.
Behold my brilliance.
Dastardly.
Swords and claws.
Cunning ally, away!
Let's shed some light on the problem.
Oh, yes, we do a little bit of this. Do a little bit of that. That was anticlimactic. Oh, I forgot he's a 3/5 now. And we do a little bit of that. Now, if he survives, we give him Assassin's Ritual and the Mentor's Ring.
Never understood
If he
my
survives.
Just forget about seeing me. Everyone does.
What have I used that he could use? Fireball? Fireball. He's going to fireball this guy. Doesn't want drain on the board. Very wise. Oh!
By the
Oh, he chooses to do that instead. Okay. Good on you. Alright, so do this. Before we do Mentor's Ring, I want... Oh man, do I have no other creatures I can put on the board? Man,
Nicely done.
that's a bit of a bummer.
For the Black Hand.
I'm gonna give him cards. It's probably a mistake, but you know, we gotta push. Probably should have thrown a dagger on somebody.
See you later.
You saw my Alfiq! I feel so naughty.
Schwaaard.
I was gonna say, if they don't trade, it makes me wonder what they've got in their hand. Because okay, they've got a bunch of snacks.
Must I do everything myself?
All right, so I really want to Encano that. Let's see what this gives me. Well, yeah.
I have many important things on my mind.
It's quite the to and fro. Is that the third one? I think that's her third source of negation. Yeah, we haven't seen one of ours. 2 attribute. Oh no, we don't have one. I kept waiting for hours. I was like expecting to be able to drop one, and it just never happened.
You must be cleansed.
Okay. I'm making your push. Could silence that guy, but
Die, sweet.
arguably I should have hit him, actually. Yeah, I totally should have hit him.
Light on the problem.
But maybe I'll launch Alfiq over there. You know what? We're not gonna risk. We're not gonna risk it. Okay. If he can free him, then they've got possible 8 to hit me with, plus whatever fire bolts or whatever else they got. But I think, as it stands now, if we survive,
You cannot.
I totally should have hit him instead of the 2-2.
I'll keep a lookout.
Okay, yep.
See you later.
Figured he had something like that.
Rise, my
And the shackle. And I don't really have a silence. Really? Okay. Let's see if we can cobble it together here, folks.
I have you now.
So we got 7. We've got it. That's 3, 4, 5. That's it. I thought we were going to have to hit with her.
gifts.
Good game.
Hard fought victory.
Good game. I am recording, right? Okay, just making sure. Goodness. I just get nervous. Anytime there's a good game, I'm like, oh my gosh, am I getting this? Are you seeing? Oh, did I forget to start the timer? Or did it go off and I didn't hear it? There's all kinds of... I forgot to resume the timer. So, I don't know where we're at, but we continue to climb, we continue to play. So, that was our Big Blue. Big Blue had a good showing there. What are we at now? Yoink! Probably guessed this is a Pilfer deck using Rimmond's siege weapon and the crossbow and Archer's Gambit to try to get our Pilfer focus as much as possible. And here's another 3-color for... I'll get the name next time. Oh, so let me... Okay, so yes, for the guy that the gentleman who asked for the tutorial, like I said, I'm going to work on it. CVH and then it's just underscore. Find him. He does a lot of breakdowns. He eventually was hired on to Bethesda as like one of their, I think, community interaction managers. I don't know what happened to him after they stopped doing this game. I'm guessing he's still with them. But he's very, very thoughtful. Whereas I'm a little scatterbrained and all over the place. He's very methodical, very calm when he's and calculating what he's talking about. He talks about the value of different cards and breaks it down to very numbers. And he, when you see him play, he's got a legend number, not
Hail, friend.
not like me where I've got a when I say getting to rank 1, I mean just the thief rank 1, whereas he meant literally rank 1.
I smell the stench of the living.
That's why we run Shadow Shift, y'all. Oh, a little synergy here.
There isn't a lock that will keep this one out.
That actually feels good. I've never... that always happens to me. Anytime I'm up against a Pilfer deck for whatever reason, they always seem to have ways to get around it. I wish we had a way to trigger this guy. I can almost guarantee you there's going to be a guard or something put down here.
Time to march.
What is
Wrong
that?
place for a midnight
Oh, that's the
stroll.
guy... Is that the guy with... Oh, wow, that's a nice alternate art right there. I'm going to give the dagger to him. Oh, you know what? I didn't need to use the ring, because when I hit with her, I'm going to get extra magic. Although...
So much for a clean escape.
Is it enough to... Oh no, I'm one short to be able to run spoils. That was stupid. That was dumb. I'm not used to her surviving. I run her a lot, but usually she's killed off in the beginning. I need a card to pair with this. I know I'm gonna need a silence. That is a nice alternate art right there. He going to get big? Well, he is big. Come on, small card, hit me in the face. I need another card. Oh, he's got to go. Yes, please hit me in the face. I need the silence for him. That is going to snowball. Why? That'll work.
I only need one shot.
For the Ashkan.
You do not want this guy to survive. Or not to survive, but to go off. Because it's 1+1 to every single item he's got in his deck. And every time he survives a turn, it does that again. So you come down with a scimitar. He does it 3 or 4 times. You got like a 6/5/5 scimitar. I mean, it will wreck you. It will truly and rightly wreck you.
If it wasn't valuable, they wouldn't lock it up.
Watch yourself now.
Why you gotta be mean like that?
I don't just know how to make them.
Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
That's all right. We've got a little something. Oh, yeah. Oh no.
It's too late to run. They missed their shot.
Spoils. Can we do anything else? Play this young lady right here. It's a little kitty
There
kitty.
isn't a lot that will
Yes, I do run Intimidate. That's another card nobody expects because it's really not great, but it removes all guards everywhere. So if they were relying on guards, they don't need to because they can pretty much just kill everything that's on the board right now. But if they were relying on it, they could I could intimidate them all and they would all lose their guard and I could go for ace. As it is now. Yeah, they'll have to wait a minute.
This find.
Yeah, let's trade everything in. Or they're just going to equip and leave one standing. Leave him alive, I guess.
Your blood
It sucks, man. If we actually had a really great card to play, this would be a killer turn. Because we're getting all this...
So much for a clean escape.
All this magic. Well, okay. That was far less impressive than I expected it to be honest with you.
I'll do what I can.
Hey, our Intimidate's going to work out.
For King Emma.
Oh, see, and I drained. So now he can hit me and drain up. He was just sitting there not doing anything because...
By the 8, they will
he wasn't gonna go for the life gain
Wrong
until
place for a midnight stroll.
it became absolutely necessary. So if I do this,
Khajiit is a fine
this.
lord. You'll be
Watch
moving
what I
along
can
now.
do.
Yes.
Oh, she doesn't get to hit twice though. The crossbow would have been crucial, and it still could be for her. This could be game. We got 8. If she survives,
A strong arm.
if she survives and doesn't get shackled, I think she's going to get shackled. Oof. Okay, so that's not game. That's going to have to be my javelin target.
Death be death.
Garland.
But she's going to do some work.
Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
And
I don't just know how to make them.
I think... Oh, could this... I don't know, let's just try for fun. I don't know. This could be it.
Time to finish this.
If there's no prophecy, this could... Oh no, it's just going to be...
Claws are sharp.
Oh, it's going to be close. Oh no! Dang. Oh, man. I mean, I could have done the math, but it was just going to be too fun just to try it. I had no other play. I could have pierced javelin that, but it wouldn't have. Really? I mean, come on, man. Good game.
Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
Forgive my error. Most gracious of you.
For King Emmerich!
Gall and
Was your arrow
How to make them.
Death be damned!
like putting more stuff on there? Who knows? Anyway, that was close. I did. I thought we might have enough, but like I said, that was our only out. We didn't have enough on board to really do anything. Might have been able to, no, because Brynjolf wouldn't have been. Oh, no, okay, that wasn't the gateway. I was gonna say, okay, all right. So Yoink did pretty well, but did not pull out a win. So let's see where we. Oh, let's go back to Silenced Violence. Let's visit this one. I might hang out with this one for a little bit just because it's a lot of fun. I just like hitting with the big guys. Like when you just have them sitting there and they're all shackled and they're like, oh, you know, the mummies, they can't do anything. They're just sitting there. We'll just keep poking at the guy, and unsilence, and they just go and hit like 13 points, just bam, bam. And it's just, you know, the bigger cards when they hit, it's got that satisfying thump. It feels so good. So I did run by suggestion. I am running one copy of Knight's Order, just because, as we've said before, there's been a lot of crazy decks out there doing a lot of movement and stuff. So having something that completely silences an entire lane, including any guys that I happen to have there, is a good thing. Oh, this is stellar. I don't want to be greedy. I mean, I do, but I don't. In theory, the other guy, I probably should have played him because he does unshackle after a turn, whereas this one needs Corpse Curse in order to unshackle. If this is an aggro deck, well, you know what? These colors, they're probably a removal. So I'm going to play Hulking Mummy first because I want him to be the one to eat the stuff. The corn. Give him the corn. I don't know. There was a guy I worked with in Maine. I did, for a brief time, I worked for a lumber company up in Maine. Great company, great people. The work was really rough. Really rough life up in Maine in general. But the life was okay, but I ended up spraining my neck trying to carry a door down a flight of stairs. And just, oh, really? Really? The old me would have gone off on a tangent about how horrible it is and invade this and yada yada, but don't care.
You will be devoured. You shall be devoured in shadow.
I mean, there are only, in theory, so many invade cards. Right? And yet, I mean, it's a dual copy. You know what? Why get sidetracked talking about craziness there? So they're gonna get a ton of
Backknifing.
but not enough. I mean, unless they've got 9, unless they're gonna get this thing up to 9, or unless they're gonna kill this. They can't do that thing where they shoot it with whatever because it doesn't have enough juice to kill a 7/7.
The sigil stone is mine.
So mute you.
Easy as hunting a red skeever in the snow.
It's unfortunate I don't have enough for the Corpse Curse, but it's close. It'd be very satisfying to pull this one out. But I know Invade. And they've got just enough cards to make that... Yeah, boy. Anyway. Not going to go down again. But this is why initially I had said I don't want to play. It's just not fun. Like, you're just waiting to see if they've got enough ridiculous shenanigans in their hand to make it a pain in the butt. That's all. So what they're doing, they're expecting me to kill the gate. They're okay with that. And then here's the thing, I can't really hit the face because this is going to depend completely on.
Speak, citizen.
Are you hoping it gets charged and lethal? Oh, so sad. So sad. Your gate goes bye-bye. Bye-bye, gate. I hate you. And... money. She's going to be able to kill him anyway, so I don't care. I will mute her if the need arises. Face.
Ita
Give me cards.
Kill them all!
A new dawn is rising.
So, what I do then
You must be cleansed.
is mute you. I'll just hit you there. And we'll see what they do after that. We don't have the other big dogs right now.
Ita.
So whatever they do.
I will know paradise.
We've got a lot for when we do get them. This is going to be one of those things where we just build it if we can. My plan, such that it is to build an army. We're always going to stack stuff over here because next time they have a gate that comes out,
of the living.
we're going to be ready for it. But we're just going to wait, and we're going to stack the big bodies. And come on, another Shadowfen priest. We run 3. And we wait. Oh.
There's nowhere.
Hello,
they can
gate.
hide.
Mother of mud.
This might backfire in my face. They're gathering up their cards to be able to do some shenanigans.
When Lord Dagon comes, I won't need to hide any longer.
Uh-huh. Alright, let's see. Ooh.
I've got to get out of here. I don't want to die.
I'm gonna need that probably to kill this gate. They're going to be playing some monsters here. This is it. If we survive this, if we're able to shut this down somehow, then it's going to. Oh my gosh, this is it. This is where it just gets ridiculous. If they've got another one of those, because every time she gets a keyword, I think it adds to. Okay, that's about what I'm expecting. Luckily, we do have silence for anything else they drop down.
Get away!
Like that. Active rally guard, lethal lord. I mean, it sucks. We've got to give them.
Wrong place for a midnight
You
stroll.
cannot hide.
Give her this.
The hunter becomes the hunted.
And we'll see. I don't think we can do this. Okay, so this will be. I'll take a break after this game. But I mean, this also puts on display just how ridiculous this is. Just with 3 cards in hand, this is what you can do against somebody who's playing incredibly conservative. I don't know what we've got. So that's it. That's it, huh? I probably should have held onto him, but I couldn't wait for... I mean, it's a regen 20, so everything they play is just going to be bonkers.
Lord Dagon comes. I won't need to hide any longer.
Now this is a fight.
The poke. It's got regenerate too. I don't... Do we have... We don't have removal. Yeah, we're just done. There's no way I'm going to be able to do that with regenerate. I'm not even... but I'm not going to say good game. Like, I'll play it, but... No, man. You play that deck... The fact that I wasted the amount of time on that thing is sad. So anyway, all right, we're going to jump into it in a second. Alrighty, folks, I got some unfortunate news. I lost 40 minutes of gameplay footage. The face cam was recorded, so you get to see all my reactions, but the actual gameplay footage was gone because the iPad did not tell me that I was out of storage space until I tried to close out the video, and then it was like, oh, here's your 30-second video. And I'm like, wait a minute. This camera is telling me I have 40 minutes. And you're telling me I have 30 seconds? I think I played a lot more since then. But no, I just lost it completely. So it stinks. There were some good games in there, not so great games. The one that I really wish you could have seen was my Dragon deck against Invade. Yes, I played against Invade. And Invade did its Invade thing. But by turn 9, he had killed like 8 or 9 dragons. Because, you know, his creatures are getting charged and ward and all that kind of stuff. So I got 16 health. He's got 28. He's played everything but 2 cards in his hand, filled the lanes. I'd been sitting on Alduin from the beginning. I didn't keep him in my hand. I got him on the after I mulliganed. All right, so we're gonna get to play him next turn. I'm not gonna lie, this is going to be very, very satisfying. Please play all those cards. Play all of them, please. Good. Yes. More. Yes. Can you feel it? Am I recording this? Yes. Okay, just making sure. Does that feel good for you? It feels good for me. It really feels good for me. I'm not gonna lie. This may be my favorite game ever. Holy cow. Oh. 2 turns later, game was over. I'm really bummed, so I'm going to go ahead and record another session here. It is a little bit later. I am not at my best mental state right now. I'm a morning person. So Shrieking Harpy is probably going to be on an empty board, but that is okay because we have our soul split.
Greetings.
This is kind of how it went the first time. We actually had the 1/1 that summons the Atronach, had her to play first and was able to soul split on that. And that was wonderful. This one, almost as good. I don't remember, another tragic thing, I don't remember everything I said in those 40 minutes. Like I said, I do have that video, or I had it. I actually deleted it because it was 15 gigabytes worth of footage, and you can't hear a darn thing. It has nothing to do with the game that I'm playing. I'm not going to hit you.
By the fires of oblivion.
No. I want your 5th Legion trainer. Well, it depends. That may have been a misplay. If they waited for her to trade into this. But yeah, I don't want her to snowball.
How can I serve?
I'd rather take a hit from him. I think I got another one.
Orcs at the
Oi. So she can. No, she can take that. No, but Cliff Racer is fantastic.
Like a child.
Maybe too little, too late, but it is certainly helping. And unfortunately, Daggerfall is just like, what am I supposed to do now? All the bad guys are gone. I'll just sit here with my ward. unless I get executed.
Take a pit bait weakling like you.
Oh, I can't hear the volume, but I'm sure you said something about me being a cowardly skeever. Don't have a lot of great plays here. We can go crazy on offense if we survive long enough, but that looks to be a dubious prospect. Ooh, that is helpful. Deck is giving us a little bit of a hand here. It's also that nonsense. Oof. So do this. There could be an argument. You know what? Yeah, let's. I want the bat to get the tome because I want more drain. I want the more drains, and I don't think they can finish me off this turn. I mean, it may be moved. They may be. I mean, they can drop 3 cards. Yeah.
I will push them back.
Nothing like a good battle.
Oh. Makes you remember that game that I brought him out before I was able to trigger it. It doesn't really do a whole lot against breakthrough, but I don't know. What's more important right now? Kill the breakthrough. Can I do anything with 2? No, but... Oh, well, I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk it. Oh, this is dumb. I broke a rune. I just wanted the health, and so either they're going to have to attack this. I probably should have waited. Probably should have tomed it up. But anything they would attack with or want to attack with, they're going to have to attack this. If they don't want it to get bigger. Oh! Yep. I sealed my own fate. That was fantastic.
Taste a Nazi's blade.
Wow, like just
I'll break your spirit.
delivered it to you.
If you want to talk business,
That was
come to
lovely.
the right place.
I mean, it's good to know that that would have happened anyway, I guess. But is there anything I can do? Conjuration? No. Well, let's see what the tome gives us. Yeah. Well, there you go. Them's are the breaks.
Taste a Nazi's blade.
Them's are the breaks. So the result is the same of the game that I didn't. So you get to see me lose with the deck anyway. It's actually it does a pretty good job. Like I said, the first time I played it, it did really well. But isn't that amazing? Like how far we have fallen. Let's see what. Oh, let's see. I think because the Trassen was down here. So Silence and Violence was a big old farting church. Slay and Pray. I don't think you got to see that. Yeah, because I think it was Trassen, Slay and Pray, Red. Yeah. Anyway, let's get into it. That really stinks. I'm one of these people like there are a few things worse for me on the not on the grand scale of things, but you know, like the peeves or the nuances or little things that just kind of get under your skin. I hate doing the same thing twice. Like if I do a drawing, I did a drawing for my friend Johnny Bravo. You remember him, Cartoon Network? Yeah, no, Johnny Bravo. I did a to hang off the door. My friend loved Johnny Bravo, so I did this giant poster, and it took me a while. I'm not like a. I mean, I have an artistic ishness, but I'm not an artist. Like I can't do it fast and good. I can do it pretty good, not great, but pretty good, and I can do it at a decent. Well, no, my rate is slow. Anyway, so it definitely takes me a lot more effort, but the end result, if you give me enough time, is usually not too bad. Kind of tips our hand as to what we're playing, but you're on a timer now. Cameroon? That's a fun word to say. Cameroon. Deploy. Go, bat, go. And so it begins. Will we trigger this? Or will it get Douchnik Jarled?
We'll leave this place. Bow to
Hey. That's turn 5.
If I fall,
I could have squished it.
these are Kashid streets.
bow to me.
I want to keep it alive. Wildfire comes down next turn. get shot. Could have done that thing. I don't usually do this. I'm not trying to trigger the Night Mother. That's just to give me targets for things.
I do not fear death.
All right. Well, you've forced my hand.
I slay the unworthy.
Actually, come to think of it, that was kind of a dumb thing. I put it in the wrong place. Kind of.
I want to be an assassin.
And I hate putting the target up before my turn because one, they can equip a weapon on it, and two, in a match like this.
To oblivion.
Really? You know that I'm gonna start. I mean, they can have a Skaven Pyro. They can do a lot to punish this. Oh, my wildfire! No. Well, you know what? It feeds the wildfire. That feels so bad. I love you, aspirants, but looks like Cliff Racer's going to have to get sacrificed here. I'm guessing he's got a Leaf Lurker if he's going to do that. Alright, is it worth... Yeah, I guess it is. Sure.
Let's take care of business.
Yeah.
I smell the stench of the living.
I was about to say, it feels bad to have fewer cards than your opponent and then be up on board, but that looks like a Tazcad. Oh no, okay, I don't have to even bother with Tazcad.
I smell the stench
They've
of
still
the
got
living.
card advantage. But I do have one more room. That's the okay. That's the way it's gonna be, huh?
These are Kashits.
I think I'll just let him hit me in the face. Ooh. I don't know what I'm gonna do with him, but yeah.
It would appear that dinner is served.
Kashit will kill you.
Used in conjunction with crossbows and stuff, he could have been amazing. Oh my goodness gracious. Why aren't I playing cards like that?
Offer something tasty.
You know what I mean, man? You know what I mean? I'm sure he's got a Tazcad too. Probably come down next turn. Oh!
They make it too easy.
How many? What are we at here? 11. We only need 9 more kills. Ooh. That is going to be a rage or something crazy. I'm going to need a really cool card when they hit me in the... Oh. Cowards! Cowards all! I'm probably playing into it, but... you know what? I'm not playing into your rage. I'm not giving into your rage.
Customer.
I need that lane. Cool. Swift strike. Oh gosh. Oh man. That did not feel good. That did not feel good. I feel like I want to try that again. That was, I mean, that was an atrocious game. That was just absolute. But you know, I'm going to go back to Dragons because that was the last good memory I have. I don't know. So yeah. Before I forget. So yeah, Invade. Played it or not? Because I think, and I may have said this already. Like I said, I'm a little foggy in the brain right now. But my thought is, if as a community we can't make the developers fix Invade, and certainly that there are other egregious things that need to be fixed too. And I know I harp on it a lot, but for me personally, if people just concede against invade, like as soon as they play an invade card, you just concede. Yeah, the person's going to rank up, and eventually they'll get to the higher level, legendary folks that I don't know what they do against invade, unless you're actually teching for it. But if you don't play, then you kind of get the message: hey, you can climb the ranks, but nobody wants to play with you. But I feel like that's really the only way to mitigate the playing. But that said, I don't want to belabor the point. In the comments, play invade just for the fun of it on GP or what have you, or not.
Get back, I say. My eyes are open and my senses sharp.
I feel bad. This is turn 5. Who knows? We could be the gate.
I'm ready for you.
We could be the gate.
Do not think to sneak by me.
Which is never fun. And how many times have I gotten shut down by a dragon deck? Many times.
I'm ready for you.
If you were wondering.
Watch yourself now.
Do you think I'm going to poke you at this point? I could. Tiny dragon is kind of cool. Ooh, goodness gracious. Prophecies aplenty. Oh, disappointment dragon. I like them apples. Well, let's do this. Yeah.
Do not
Alright. So I don't know if they're... I can't really call that a prophecy deck. It's just weird. You don't really see disappointment dragons too often.
Destruction is at hand.
Why do you want that to get... Maybe it is a prophecy deck. I mean, it's not. You can see they're playing plenty of cards that aren't prophecies. They just seem to be getting them all of the time. Okay. But that doesn't mean we stop.
I'm ready for you.
Lurkers are going to pick up. Oh wow, they're almost out of cards too. Alright, so I don't want to trigger this guy because he's a wild card. He could kill my leaf lurker. Couldn't kill this one, but could definitely. Ooh, sheer point. That's a great one.
This day
Alright.
is mine.
Really coming in heavy here. So 3 life gain or... I mean, sheer point's got to be the call, right? Yeah. And this being a prophecy deck, but here's the thing, they got 7, 10, 11, wait, 7, 8, 9. We can make a push next turn if they don't finish us off here.
Your time has come.
What big weapon are you going to throw on it? Okay.
Die, Outlander. This day is mine.
Well, we seem to have hit the really crappy time of the... I mean, I don't know. I don't know that I played that poorly. I don't know that I played any of these games poorly, but we are just... Can't buy it. Now I do really regret losing that footage because had I known it was going to be this bad, I wouldn't have put you through it. But we are going to finish it out. Like I said, I wish I could remember what and without me going back and watching 40 minutes and making notes, here's what I talked about, and here's, because then, there's things that I wanted to ask about or talk about, or I think I have, but I can't recall, so I don't it's a bit of a mess right now. But this is why I do not typically play this late at night. I'm just glad we made it. I can't be too upset. But yeah, I don't know what happened, but man, like these decks were not doing that bad. We may be getting more, I don't know, the European. I mean, I say that, of course, you got Nikolay Emilanov. Seems to be
Prepare
distinctly
to die.
I love
Hail,
doing
friend.
this. I love doing that. Like when they get all, they do their, all prepare to die. And you're like, thank you, or hail, friend. It's like,
I slay the unworthy.
Killing you will make an excellent story.
Could have silenced him on this play,
Worthy
but
contest.
all right.
We'll see how they like someone who fights back.
Should have been more worthy.
I'll cripple you.
Should have been more worthy.
I got a bone bow
I like our
for
odds.
you, Tyr. Although I... Unfortunately, that doesn't stop him from getting killed by Tyr, which kind of stinks. But it puts the damage on him. Lets him know we're here. Oh, there you go.
Close ranks. Let nothing
Considering how many
through.
prophecies we got hit with last game, I think it's only fair we get a few thrown our way. RNG.
They will not get past
Slay
me.
the unworthy.
Guard, really? Am I up in points? How is this possible? Let's do...
Honor and blood.
Yeah, we got nothing on this play, really. Oh, well, I guess we do have something.
Time to fight.
Whee! There's definitely ways we get punished for doing this, but just like that.
Should
What?
have been more worthy. Should have been more
Weird.
worthy.
Weirdo deck. Like I said, I know he's sitting on a big one, big creature that he's been rallying up, but I figure we'll unless it's it could be the 1/1 with Ward.
We'll see
That
how
would
they
stink.
like someone who fights back.
You can
Fine.
tell them you thought of it.
Totally
Should have been more
fine.
worthy. Should have been more worthy.
Nothing to worry about here. So that's 6, 9 I need in order to do a stone's throw and get through that guard. So that, well, let's at least play it.
Smell fresh.
You'll have to use removal on it.
Should have been more worthy. Should have been more worthy. By your orders, of course.
As long
Holy
as
cow,
I
we
draw
got
breath.
weapons for days.
Do you not fear me, mortal? You should.
I
Well,
know
that-
a shortcut.
And there's
I'll clear a path.
Well.
By the first
For
boy.
5, yep. He's the kind of guy that's going to stretch this out. So
victory.
let's call it a good game, and
Should have been more
goodbye.
Fight is done.
Man, should I have even come back? I wanted to. I had to make sure the other video got processed, and I was really crushed. But I mean, like I said, going back to my point before, like when you lose when you've done something and you have to like redo it, it just feels so bad. Yeah, let me just go back to dragons real quick. When I made I made the Johnny Bravo poacher for my friend. It got stolen. Somebody stole it right off the door. Now, should he have hung it outside the door? Maybe not, but I mean, it's a college campus. It's a small college. You really wouldn't think that people are gonna steal it, but they did. And he was like, "Hey man, can you make me another one?" I was like, I mean, I wanted to. I thought about it, but it was just such a pain in the like. Doing it was, I didn't mind doing it for a friend, but it was just the idea of having to redo it, because every time you redo it, you're thinking, "Oh, I probably did it better before."
Hail.
And it's horrible. So all that to say, redoing something. So even though these are not the same games, I have had decidedly less like I actually won 3 or 4 of them. I lost, and I won the big one against Invade.
Careful there.
I lost a close one to...
I will have my vengeance.
My eyes are open, and my senses sharp.
Lost a big one to Telvani. So yeah, I think I had two or three losses and like 3 or 4 wins.
I will have my vengeance.
Which is just infinitely better than what this is.
Like Naryu.
I'm just thinking about the wildfire that's coming down.
Do not think to sneak by me.
I know this is a futile thing. He's gonna keep hitting it. Can he keep triggering? That's fine. But I don't have another play, really.
I will have my vengeance. Like Naryu.
She wants to be an assassin like Naryu. I'll tell you, she shows up a lot more often than Naryu does.
My paws
We just
are
have
quicker
a
than your eyes.
garbage hand. My goodness gracious. Let's see. Yeah. That was a timely draw, provided it sticks.
I will have my vengeance.
Hit me in the face. This will be a good one to keep him off of our face next turn. Ooh, boy, that's
Care to make a friendly wager?
Can't really do anything about that. They are out of cards, so if we can draw our... and we're going to pretty much wipe the board with Wildfire the next turn. Oh, I said they're almost out of cards, and then they do
Over
that.
here, this way.
Hidden Trail. Wow, good for you. Nobody plays that anymore. Fortunately, it is not Divine Fervor. As the poor man's Divine Fervor, it just means that you get the extra attack.
I will have
Oh,
my
Tiny
vengeance.
Dragon. Oh, the drain is going to be so sweet.
Wrong side.
Kneel before the
Oh, that's not good. Well, that's, again, just exactly what they needed. Is there anything I can do? I can Tiny Dragon. Gosh darn it, man. Just no fun. Well, it is fun. It's just, like I said, it's a bummer to just suddenly just not have enough. Game after game, you just don't have enough. But what are you going to do? All right, let's see how much time we got left here. I'm not like counting down the time. It's literally just I want to meet my commitment there, and like I said, I'm not trying to phone it in. I got time for one more game. What do you think? Tell you what, this was what I was going to use if all else failed. I call it the kitchen sink. It's a Halalu deck. I think there was some method to the madness when I put it together. But when I looked at the deck list before to go to play it, I looked at it and I was kind of like, I don't know if there's any rhyme or reason. So I just think of it as I'm throwing the kitchen sink at it. It's just, here's Halalu. I think the idea being just I have an eclectic mix of all different kinds of stuffs. And so hopefully when the need arises, I will be able to find the right card.
Hail, friend.
Karen's Karenzool? Is that how you say? I think that's how you pronounce it. He actually said that because they would ask him, why do you run these one-ofs? You know, these certain cards that a lot of people would run 3-up, don't you care about deck consistency? And he said, I just, I find that the cards, you run it, you put it in the deck, and when you need it, it's there. Now, that's not a truism. That's not how it goes, unfortunately, but I think it worked for him. I think he won that tournament. I can't remember. I know Please Don't Hack Me won one of the Masters. I don't remember who won the one after that.
Push them back.
Oh, it was Thuldir, I believe. A little Quabby Quab wants to hit me in the face.
Kill them all.
Bad Quabby Quab.
There's a plan. There's always a plan.
There's a plan. There's always a plan. To deal with crabs. Crabs are vicious in Skyrim, I tell you. Wow. Wow. A little bit of life gain from that. Hit and hope for no prophecy, and we get a prophecy anyway. Huzzah. I would almost feel weird if I wasn't hitting like 2 or 3 of these a game. It would be awkward. It'd be like, game, are you paying attention? Like I'm playing here. I'm trying to gain some traction. Make sure you shut me down. Game? Give me card. You give me card now, yes? Darth Sandman?
Can I offer you some happiness?
Oh, nice. It's an animal deck. I didn't even realize that. Clearly. Alright. Okay. Let's see here. Second lane change. Kill that. Kill that. Doesn't really leave me with much. I don't know if we can race like this, though. You know what? I'll just do it.
Preparations have been made.
Like I said, kitchen sink. He's got crazy stuff. He's shooting Archer's Gambits all over the place. Don't know, is he over here? Is he over there? Well, that was kind of worst case scenario. Alright, so it's the only creature I have to play. Well, so maybe I should just hold on to this thing.
You won't foil my plan.
Because if they don't remove him with 1... Sure.
Easy as hunting a red skeever in the snow.
I didn't realize that we were getting his health down, but it really doesn't matter. Man. Well, I'm really sorry, folks. You just watched 30 minutes of absolutely abysmal games. I do apologize. I don't know if it was me being tired. The decks aren't this bad, but I just don't know what to say. You know what? Screw it. I'm not going out without a win. This is. I owe it to myself. I owe it to you. I owe it to the world. To win one game. Like to come back, it's like it would be like coming out of retirement, like a pro player. Well, who did that? No, Michael Jordan actually did pretty good. But like it's like pro player. They leave the game after championship, and for me, a championship is just getting into rank 4. After the championship, and they're like, all right, I'm going to come back for an encore, which wasn't what it's supposed to be. I was literally just supposed to be continuing the gameplay. But see, again, I'm down at the tail. It doesn't matter. It is a little, like I said, a little irksome that we got all the way up and then suddenly you just lose. It's very hard, and I'm not saying there's any bitterness. Like I'm totally fine, folks. Let's see, improve the bruise. What do you think? No, I want to do really, really rally. We're going to do really, really rally. The decks aren't good and then they get bad. I'm not an okay player who can, win more than 50% of his games and then not. So when you have these drastic swings, but I got to call myself, I'm pretty sure we won 5 games in a row to get to the tower. 5 in a row. So, and one of them hinged on me drawing the 1 copy of Burn and Pillage. So, you take the good with the bad, I guess. That's what it is. It just goes in cycles. You just have to hope you hit it at the right time. Speaking of hoping, Leo Zaro, I hope you were able to break through. I know you said you were getting shut down at the gate. I'm really hoping that you were able to punch through. You had the time to put it in, and you were able to finish off the season. I mean, if not, hey, what I was thinking next time was, it's weird. Like that, I thought that looked like Salty's Assault.
The war claws earn their pay.
And I was like, wait, they can't play that on turn 1, can they? That seems a little broken. I am really going to get rushed down by crabs, aren't I?
The red orange demand death.
I smell the stench of the living.
Did I greet this person? Do you remember? I don't know. All right, nearly. Let's see. Thinking if that makes him a 6, so they'd have to trade. But I think I want that on a drain creature.
The red orange demand your
which I'm gonna go ahead and get this guy down.
I'm ready for gore and glory.
See if we can buff up. We'll have Silver coming down next turn, and that's who gets the buff, which works out okay. All right. You know what?
You're going down.
Okay, kind of held my breath there. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and drop him down.
Fear me, mortal. You should.
I'm thinking. Nope, that's not what I was thinking. These are always these decks always get me. Like they're so weird. Don't want to give her.
I slay the unworthy.
Here's how it's done.
Let's see. I can't trade favorably with anything, but it's good to have cards. But right now we are not at risk of running out of cards. We are at risk of running out of life. And that turd muffin does not help. I hate you, you big, fat, creepy looking dude. I mean, come on, there's just no way the digestive system on that guy works out. That is untenable to have a body like that. It just doesn't work. Alright, what do we want to squish? No. 4 and
Our glory will live on forever. Here's
that should be double the rallies, right? Oh yeah, look at that guy. Our faded wraith is ginormous. I I'm feeling an old Salty's Assault or something. That's just a weird thing to say. Old Salty's Assault. Oh. Ah, that ugly, ugly card. So here we go. We are gonna. Oh no, we are gonna draw exactly. Ooh, ooh. Some of these are good. Some of these are good. What are we doing here? What are we doing?
If you're looking for trouble, you'll find it.
None of them are drain. I'm looking for that 1/1 with the ward. I mentioned her before. I could really use her help right now. That works. They get does not work. Okay, well, unfortunately she's my only guard, but
I smell the stench
well, no, she's
of
not.
the living.
Easy as hunting a red skeever in the snow.
So he survives this encounter.
No! Sovngarde awaits.
All right. Oh, gosh. All the ugliest supports. Oh my goodness gracious. Really? This guy? Arguably, I should have played Savage Ogre there. Yeah, why not?
Wrong place for a midnight stroll.
I would rather die.
All this guy needs is some
than see House
automaton
Red
thingy boopers
dishonored.
and we're hosed. Because then they just start shooting off 2 damage and oh, that goes bye-bye.
Talking mudcrab merchant.
Talking
Read my
mudcrab
lips.
merchant.
Mouth paw.
Read my lips. Mouth paws. Brr. Exactly like that. We've got good reach with Lumbering Ogre. Oh, Dragon Mount, huh?
Chimera, spirit of the sky.
Jeez Louise! How does this guy get this far? You know what I'm saying? Like... So hang on a second. Let me think this through. That's a 1 ping, which would allow me to kill that. And then I can put...
How about you?
I shall prove my right to rule.
Put a big guy on the board there. That was underwhelming. Yep, and he does 4 damage, I guess. Yep. Oh, just does the whole thing. Aces. Well, we're not ending until we get a win. So I don't know what deck is going to be the one. Slay and Pray. No, you know what? Let's do Legacy. I'm feeling better about Legacy. I don't know. Did I play Legacy Red? I can't remember. I don't even know if I... Yeah, I can't remember. I'm thinking I did, but... Gonna give it a try. Let's just hope that this does not run out of storage space while I'm going through this prolonged, agonizing death of 1,000 games. That was somber, wasn't it? I wasn't falling asleep, I promise. Buy a vowel, sir. How do you say that? Relure? I'm guessing it's an initial. Lure? Lure? I have no clue. But let us say hello anyway. Fortunately, we don't have to say hello, comma, in your name. You say hello. I do think at this time, like, we're far enough into the night that the European folks are just now starting their day. Just now starting their day. Come on. I can't win if you don't start the game. Are you going to concede? I think you should concede. That will count, by the way. Because you will have done it because of the formidability of Schwaaard, the creator. I do have to say, I have to send out an apology. I'm trying to remember the name now. Let's see. Will it tell me? No. Oh! That reminds me, if you friend me on this game, please let me know, because I might have said this in another video. I can't remember it all. It's all mushy right now. But if you do, let me know, because there's no other way for me to, like, there's nothing to flag me to say look. So unless I just happen to look at my friends list, I'm not going to know if you said hello or not, or if you sent me a friend request. So it's not a rejection. It's just I haven't seen it. So if you do, which would be great, just let me know, and we can. And I would like to. I think, you know, whether the Bethesda does its thing or not, I think we as a community can, like, we can have a tournament.
Slay the unworthy.
Apologies.
That's all good. I don't know how to say.
Kill them all. Their defenses will crumble.
I implore, good game. I'll say
Nicely done.
That's what I'll say. Just something to say. Don't worry about it.
Should have been more wordy.
I mean, I know what happens. This is weird. Weird.
You owe Orky a debt to the enemy. I will push them back.
That is a heck of a board. Reverberating Strike screws us.
We'll have to settle this the hard way.
She can exalt 1 second.
Should have been more wordy.
The silent guard with you.
Yes, we got 8.
Close ranks, let nothing through. Death to the
6.
enemy or the rift.
All right.
Nicely done. A hard-fought victory.
There we go. Thank you, sir, for showing up and letting me just crush it. You see how, how amazing I am. Okay. I'm just going to call it right here. We are, look at us. We came twice as far as we have in the past, like, 40 minutes. All right. Thanks so much for watching this marathon. Next season, we start out in pretty much in the same place. Actually, I think one step above, one step better. And we will need to get out of rank 5 in order to, again, have a good footing. But next season, we are pushing for legendary. And I would like to, I know it's pie in the sky, but I would really like to actually get that awesome legendary that's you finish in the top 10. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I've been watching even more games like CVH and some of those other guys, and it's possible. And I wish I could remember everything I said. Anyway, I'm not going to belabor it. I'm not at my best right now. I'm going to start playing more games tomorrow, and there on and so forth. None of that made any sense. Thanks for watching. I will talk to you later.